Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Anime Masters of the Apocalypse Anime Talks. I am your host, the hero for fun, Mess, and with me is the S Class hero, Miguel. Say hello, Miguel.
Um, Good to be back.
Nice to have you. And also with us is the Disaster Class Wolf, Lad.
Come on. I knew you would do it. I knew it. Uh,
Just be happy you were mentioned at all. Alright. And the anime we're going to talk about today is One Punch Man. And Mikkel, since you're the one who chose this anime, you have to give a short summary of what it's about.
Yeah, okay. Short summary is we are following this hero. I'm not going to spoil too much about this, but this one hero who got this amazing ability to end his opponent with 1 point, and he's kind of dealing with that, how to be a hero. And yeah, that's basically it. I mean, he's a hero who's trying to deal to be how a hero, but at the same time, he's like too powerful. He can get a good fight and stuff like that. To sum it up.
Yep, very well. Alright, and now I will ask each of you your very short opinions about the anime before we get into the details. So, Mikkel, what did you think about the anime?
Yeah, I mean, I choose this anime, and I heard so many good things about this anime, so I had to give it a shot. But man, I really enjoyed it. To be honest, I understand why it's so popular. I really enjoyed this. You see so many superhero genre, but this one is just, I mean, I don't know, I don't know what it is, but it's funny and it's just good to watch. I'm not sure why. There's just something about it. Maybe you guys got an opinion about that. There's just something I liked about this character.
Hmm,
mm,
yeah, very nice. Lad, what did you think?
yeah. From the get-go, I was very hooked. Eh, Again, I knew it was. It is Studio Mata, right? Who is it? Who made
Um,
Madhouse?
I think it's Madhouse, yeah. The first
It
season.
is Madhouse. Well, yeah.
Yeah, JC's that
It's
made the
it's
second
the
season, but Madhouse the first
yeah
season.
yeah yeah. As they have this repetition of only touching an enemy once,
They don't like
making only
sequels.
one. What?
They don't like season twos and sequels.
No, they don't like season twos.
Hmm.
But every season one they touch is usually gets out fucking masterpiece, and
Hmm.
this is one of them. This anime has great humor, great and fucking amazing animation. Very very good, very bombastic, very action packed from the get go. And oh god, that intro song
Mm,
it makes me sweat from the get go. So yeah,
yeah.
I'm very pleased. I'm very happy it is in my repertoire of anime I've watched.
Hmm.
Mm,
And as for me, when I first heard about this anime, now this was way back when it first came out. Like there was a lot of talk about this anime, so I decided to check it out. And I watched the first episode, and I wasn't really that impressed because I felt like is it just gonna be that? And I didn't think I was interested. But then I realized that people were still talking about it like online and really like hyping it up, and I was thinking, all right, fine, I'll watch a few more episodes and then we'll see. And then it's from episode two that the plot like really starts, and then it just got really really good, and I got hooked. So
Mm.
and now I've been reading the manga in my off time as well, and the web comic as well, and then I became a big fan. So yes, I am also a big fan of this anime and the franchise in general. And oh, by the way, did you guys know that apparently Sony is making a live action One Punch Man movie?
uh, I didn't
Oh
know that.
And apparently so. I'm not
yeah.
expecting much from them.
No, no,
It's
No. I can't imagine
it's
that.
Hollywood trying again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've heard it's gonna be the same director that made the Venom movie. Vladdy, you've seen that one.
Ah,
Mm.
It was entertaining, I guess. It was entertaining.
Yeah. Well, now I want to ask: do you guys believe that you can make like a really good One Punch Man
No,
live action movie
No,
from
no,
Hollywood
I can't
specifically?
imagine that.
no.
No,
I don't. I don't think
especially
live
the
action
humor. I
can.
can't imagine them nailing the humor, yeah, in this show. I
I
think they're
can't
gonna make
imagine
it
them
like too
nailing the
serious
action
or something
either,
like that.
honestly.
I don't think they can. That's a thing that animation brings into action. It can it can get away with pulling and squishing characters out of form, not in the same
Mm.
way that live action and 3D models, realistic 3D models can. It will just get it will just get in that uncanny valley sector of the valley real quick.
Mm.
So
Mm.
it's just I I don't know. The animation Madhouse did for this series is such is so ah it, it it is so it's what very much defines the fight scenes.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
the colors, the action lines, all that. It it very much defines the action scenes, and I can't see it be done in the same way or better. More importantly, actually better, because if you really want to make a live action version of a already very popular media, you
Mm.
will have to ask you will have to ask the question, why are you doing this?
Mm.
Of course, we all know why they are doing this. They
Money.
want to they want to bring this series to a broader audience. But I think there are
Mm.
better ways, better marketing. Um,
I feel like then One Punch Man is a bad choice because it's very much based on both the anime and the superhero niche. So it
mm,
only I feel like audiences outside of those niches aren't going to watch it. Like with One Punch Man
mm,
specifically.
yeah.
I mean, with something like Death Note, you can reach a much wider audience even outside the anime community. But with One Punch Man,
Mm,
you would have to change it a lot in order to
yeah.
get outside that niche. And by that point, we
Yeah.
already hit the problem of changing it too much. I would say.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Again, it's already great. It's hard to think what they can bring, what a what a live action movie can bring to the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I haven't watched the whole live action One Piece yet, and everyone and their mother says that's fucking great.
It's fucking great.
Mm.
Yeah. Of what I have watched, it's good, but it's not as good as the anime. It's just feel.
Mm. Yeah.
I would. Okay, that's an entire video on its own. So, the One Piece. I just wanted to mention that real quick. So,
Mm.
let's move on to character analysis. So, first we have our hero for fun, Saitama, Caped Baldy, as he's also known as.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
as for anime protagonist goes, I would say he's up there among the greats.
Mm.
And for several reasons, I would say. And one of those reasons that we're actually going to get into in a later subjects. I'm not sure how much I should say about that here, but in general, Saitama is he's fun as a main character.
Mm.
He's fun to watch.
Mm.
Mm.
Do you all agree with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah. I mean, when you hear like his backstory, I mean, it's so stupid, but it works for me. I mean, it's so ridiculous. I mean, he's just I did this hardcore training, and everybody's like, that's just normal. I mean, So nobody knows how this guy is so strong. I like that. Maybe you know that in season 2, but so far I like that you just don't know if this guy is a god or something like that.
Actually is an explanation for why he's so strong
Mm.
if you
Hmm.
read the manga. But yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But I
And
haven't read it, but so far I just assume he's like some sort of god. Not god, but he got like a god power, something like that.
Mm.
Because he's definitely not human.
well, I'm not gonna spoil it. So
Mm.
No, don't spoil it.
and there is a season 2, so you could watch that at one point when
Hey,
you're done
I'm
here.
definitely gonna watch season 2.
And season 3 is they're working on that right now, and that will be released next year, from what I've heard. So look forward to that.
What studio is picking that up?
I don't actually know who's making season 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
all
I'm
right.
sorry, I failed.
I thought you knew everything, Mass. I thought you knew everything.
I'm sorry, but I knew you expected so much of me, but I'm sorry, I couldn't live up to the expectations.
Hmm.
I'm just a B
Saitama
rank
is
anime fan.
hmm? Oh man. Saitama is a very recognizable character.
Mm-hmm.
A real, he really stands out of the crowd of overpowered or very powerful protagonists.
He stands out as a
And
protagonist overall, I would say.
what?
I would say he stands
Anime
out with like protagonist overall in anime
Yeah. And why is that?
because he has no hair.
He has no hair. Exactly, he has no hair. And I feel that's one of the reasons why we think this character is funny looking, because it's so out of the norm.
Hmm.
Again,
Yeah.
because his clothing is very it
Basic.
just screams superhero.
Yeah,
He's a run of the mill, very
he's a Superman
very
wannabe.
yeah, he's a Superman
Hmm.
wannabe. He has a onesie with a cool cape, and some gloves and boots, and a belt. Very very run of the mill, fresh out of the box, the superhero. But he's bald, and that really changes the game, because again, what do we see in many anime protagonists when they get a power up?
Spiky hair.
Yeah, the hair
Hmm.
rises and it changed colors, and all the thingaroos, all that jazz. But not with him. You because he's already at 100% all the time.
Hmm.
No, he's not even at. He never uses 100% of his power.
No, he's not even at 100%. It's actually it's almost it's almost comedic symbolization of, okay, there's no reason to give this character hair, because we're never gonna do anything with it, because he's never gonna get a power up. He's already as powerful as he can be, and we're not even gonna he's not even gonna use all that power.
Hmm.
So in that way, his character design is, I will say, perfect.
I will agree.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in general, almost everything about One Punch Man, the franchise, story wise and character wise, is perfect. Like the
Mm.
more I go into it, I feel more stuff that I can say, oh, that's done so well when I just try to
Mm.
analyze it.
Mm. Cool.
And with Saitama itself, yes, I am in agreement.
Mm. Oh, also really like his eyes, just white and
One
one
dot.
bead. Yeah, one dot.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You notice how that
But his
contrasts
game, but
actually
his
every
game face as well. I
other
mean,
eye in
oh
Yeah,
the.
sorry.
his game face. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
was
When he
about to say
get.
that his game face is amazing. I love his
Hmm.
game face when we know he's
Mm,
serious
yeah.
and he knows shit is gonna go down.
Mm. The funny thing is, it almost happens more often. His game face happens more often out of combat than it happens in combat, right?
Yeah.
like he sees, oh shit, there's 50% off on grade A meat down the store, but there's only 500 units of it. We need to get down and
Yeah.
get that right now. So yeah, he's a great character, and his eyes are really really good. Also because he has a great game face used in all the moments we don't anticipate it. But the eyes, his deadbeat eyes, are almost punchlines in themselves
Yeah.
in the comedic moments. It's just great. Yeah, the moment I remember most is that what was the alien called? The big bad alien.
Boros, Lord Boros.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Boros or something like that.
him. Where where he powers up and all that, and he just say, "Okay."
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah,
became
you're
a
done
meme
now.
at
Should be
some
fine.
point.
Oh yeah,
I think
Yeah, I
that
like
was
that. He does that multiple
mm,
times.
yeah. So yeah, great.
yeah. So in terms of his move set, Saitama is also pretty iconic, where he has normal punch, consecutive normal punches, and
Mm.
then of course he has the serious punch.
Yeah, serious punch. Yeah,
Hmm. Not already there. That's
which he only used once, right, in
yeah,
this
against
season. Yeah,
he used the serious punch against Boros raging
yeah.
fire star cannon or whatever it's called.
Mm.
Yeah.
And these attack names and just the attacks themselves are already like a parody
Mm.
of like anime or manga uh, attack names, really, because of
Mm.
the
Mm.
simple in nature.
Mm.
And so yeah, Saitama is a walking, talking parody of both the superhero genre but also the shonen battle genre,
Oh yeah.
and I love them for it. They really make it work, and they make it work
Yes.
both in a way that I can both laugh, but I can also like the character for uh, other reasons than just his comedic aspects. Like Saitama is generally actually an alright dude.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just your average citizen. Again.
I would argue he's better than your average citizen, even honestly.
Oh
Mm.
yeah. Again, he fought off evil many times.
And he keeps on like
Yeah.
fights evil despite the fact that not only does he not get any respect from anyone, but he actually other
Yeah.
Yeah.
people actually talk down to him. So
Mm.
he kind of
Yeah.
gets
Yeah.
negative respect, but he doesn't care about that. He doesn't let it get
Yeah.
to
I
him.
actually, I actually like this with this character that he doesn't care about the credit.
Hmm.
I'm
He's a
actually
hero
surprised
because he
about
wants
that.
to be, like he said,
Mm.
not
Mm.
because of everyone else.
Mm.
But he also does care about like saving people. And his most defining
Mm.
moment of being a hero actually comes up later, so we're not going to talk about that here. What we
Yeah.
are going
No
to talk
spoilers.
about is his pretty much sidekick, Genos.
Mm.
Yeah.
Unless someone
Yes.
want to say something more about Saitama.
Mm? No.
Alright, then we go on to
No.
Demon Cyborg, Genos, who has
Demon
a.
cyborg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his hero name.
We've seen that before, like as Cyborg. But I like this character. He's a badass.
That
But he
always
just
gets
happens
his
to
ass
know
kicked.
somebody who's a bigger badass than himself.
I once
But
saw
I
someone.
like that
Yeah.
he makes him his sensei. I mean, and he has no
Mm.
idea how to be a sensei, and he has no idea how to learn from this guy. I like that relationship.
Mm.
So they
Mm.
basically just tag along, just doing stuff.
Yeah, and I like that Genos actually does learn something from Saitama, but not about how to be stronger or anything, but more about
Mm.
like how to be a proper hero.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's really funny that I once saw someone on YouTube. I don't remember where or when, but someone once mentioned that Genos effectively works for the show so that we as the audience still get a cool fight, so that Saitama just doesn't come in and one shots everything.
Mm.
That's his function,
Mm.
Yeah.
and
He,
I can kind of see what they mean by that.
yeah. Yeah. He's there so we still get some fights with some actual attention,
Yeah.
some actual
Mm.
risks.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And notice how he never wins the fight. Like he gets beaten up by that
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
what was it
that's
called?
true.
Seeking.
Yeah, yeah.
That bug thingy from the
Ah,
House of Revolution or whatever it was called.
yeah.
And then later
Mm.
on, he fails to stop the meteor. Then he gets beaten by the Deep Sea King, and
Mm.
he doesn't do anything against the alien invaders. I don't think.
Mm.
Well, I guess he helped fight that one dude. But anyway, he doesn't have any solo victories like
Yep.
that actually matter. Like I guess he
Ah,
beats up that cyborg gorilla. But
yeah, but they
but
are
that was off
small
screen, wasn't it?
fry. Yeah, I actually think yeah, he looked bad on him, and then we go to black and see the cyborg gorilla just groveling in "Don't kill me," all that stuff.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, so he doesn't have any legit victories yet.
Mm.
Mm.
But Genos is also kind of interested in the fact that he actually has a tragic backstory. So he
Yeah.
actually does bring some
Yeah.
drama to the show, which Saitama doesn't have
Mm.
it the same way.
Yeah.
Like, he's the Sasuke of the show, essentially, where
Mm.
a cyborg came and killed his village, and now he barely survived as a cyborg himself, and now he's looking out for
Mm.
revenge. Classic.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, I think it's important to he prefers that role to actually bring some risks and some story, because as it is of now, Saitama doesn't really have again, he has a backstory, but it's not that there is any drama behind it, right?
No, he doesn't have a goal.
Mm.
Saitama doesn't have a goal or anything that's driving him.
No, no. So Genos brings that into the mix.
Yeah, so he is very important in that
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
Also, his aesthetic is cool as a cyborg, I would say.
oh yeah, yeah. They are simple. They are simple of a cyborg. Again, he's other than the arms, the neck, and the eyes. It's other than that, it's very human,
Hmm.
quote unquote. I don't remember. I don't remember. Do we see anything else?
Yeah, he can like bring up a big cannon and the like,
Yeah, yeah.
so he can
Yeah.
like
But
summon more parts.
yeah, and there was this time where he got ripped in half, right?
Like more than once, he gets ripped in half like 4 times.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, so we know he's full cybernetic. It's not because yeah, he's all he's pretty much a robot with a brain, right?
I mean, he
Mm.
is a cyborg.
Yeah.
Like, how much of him is human, how much of him is robot is kind of unknown. But he does get like ripped in half more than once. So
That's the question. How much human can you take out of him before he becomes a robot?
that is the
Mm.
question, philosophical
Mm,
question even.
yeah. So yeah.
If everything is human except the brain, is it a human? And what about vice versa?
Mm.
The,
How much human can you take out of a rider until there's only one rider?
Mm.
oh,
Until
I see
there's
what you
only
did there.
bicycle.
Moomin Raider,
Mm.
the number one C class hero.
He's so great.
I
I
love the
love
guy.
him.
He is
He's
just
reliable.
He's
trying.
bliss.
Yeah. He.
He's
Yeah. You want to say what?
no. You
Okay, he is
go
trying
first.
so hard to be the
Yeah.
classic comic book hero that always comes in to save the day. He tries to be All Might from My Hero Academia, essentially.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know if you've seen
But
that show, Miko.
without All for One.
Yeah, without any power whatsoever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh.
you just want to root for the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you
and
do.
and I really like the fact that he's actually doing something, even if it's just buying some time.
Mm-hmm.
At the fight with the Sea King,
Deep seeking,
he actually
excuse me.
the deep seeking.
Mm-hmm.
He actually bought some time for
Saitama.
innocent for Saitama to get on the scene.
Yeah, so he actually saved them by keeping on fighting, you know.
Yeah.
So he's a true hero.
He is a true hero, yeah. And he has some serious risks because he can be killed off real quickly.
Oh yeah, like he's lucky that a deep sea king just wanted to torture him. Essentially,
Hmm.
he could have one shot him.
Is he actually ranked?
Yeah, he is.
What rank is he?
He's a number one C class hero.
Rank 1.
Oh,
Yeah, so he's the top of the C class.
whoa! All right.
Though that's not in terms of how strong he is, but that's because of how hard of a worker he is. So there's actually some C class heroes that are physically like stronger than him, but they're not as high rank as him.
They haven't taken as many jobs.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so good. That again, that's so honorable of him. That he's just hardworking. Again, the only his own transport is a bicycle. It's just, dang, that's good.
and he even uses it to fight. Like his strongest power, just as crash, is when he throws his bike at his opponent.
Yeah,
Amazing.
so cool.
And one thing I have to add in that when you try to go into this show, one thing that's gonna annoy you is that there are different translations for the names. So like the translation for his superhero name that we saw in the dub was Moomin Rider, and that's the name I put on screen. But there's a different translations that I have read before that I like even more, where he's called Licenseless Rider.
Once again, light, senseless.
Licenseless Rider.
Huh.
I just think that
All
sounds
right.
cooler. I don't even know
Yeah.
what Moomin means, but
It sounds just like another way of saying human.
yeah, but it's not.
No,
It's
it's
not
not.
Human Rider. It's something Japanese, something. So, Bloody, you're the character design guy. Talk about his character design.
Oh yes, this design is so well. What can I say about it? It's again, it's interesting to see how they have basically used a motorcycle crash suit as the base for his gear. Again, the knee pads, the shin guards. I don't know what is happening with his bicycle, because it doesn't look like a typical bicycle. I don't know Japanese bicycle helmets, but the helmet, it doesn't look like, at least it doesn't look like mine. So it's a bit interesting to see they have chosen to give him something not used as often. They could have just given him a standard run of the mill bicycle helmet, but they chose to design it a bit. Why not do anything more with it? I don't know, other than keeping very basic. So yeah, the colors are very. I like how the colors are used to actually accentuate put focus on the helmet, because again that's his signature thing. He rides the bike. So we're gonna make the bicycle helmet the main thing we are looking at. Yeah, don't have any. Oh, I just see that on the belt there's a bicycle wheel there. Huh,
Hmm.
that's neat.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I never
I th-
realized there was a bicycle wheel. Oh man.
yeah. I think I think the character design is intentionally is put a bit aside to actually make his character as how he acts, how he speaks, how his actions in the show, they shine more than his actual design.
Mm-hmm.
Actually in the stark contrast to Genos, where the character design immediately tells you a lot about the character.
Mm.
And in fact, with a lot of hero characters that we see in all media, when you look at them, they most likely will tell you what they are all about. But if Moomin Rider didn't have his bicycle behind him, you'll actually be hard pressed to guess what his power is, or the lack of the lack of power actually. So yeah, I think it's intentional. It is intentionally the character design's lack of actually showing what it's all about is intentionally used to actually make the characters the action shine more.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my verdict.
All right, that was a long analysis of his simple character design.
Yeah. You wouldn't guess. There's many things you can say about it.
Apparently
Yeah.
so. So his complete opposite, right beside him, is Sweet Mask,
Mm.
also known as
Mm.
handsomely masked Sweet Mask.
He has a very punchable face.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Because he's
definitely.
handsome?
He has a very punchable everything.
Well, I like his shoes. I don't want to punch his shoes.
He 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 just his character design just speaks millionaire, smug, posh attitude, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it
he's
does.
just a prick. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But we don't see him that much in season one. I'm not sure if we're gonna see more to him in season
Oh,
two. I
he
assume
becomes a
that.
very important character later on.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm just saying what I think of this character now because I actually thought he was a fraud. Like he wasn't really a hero, and he
Hmm?
didn't have any powers. He's just like a rich guy who's just schemed his way in there to get like fame. But then I saw like the end when he like kills those aliens. I was like, okay, this guy actually can do something. But
Mm.
throughout the season, I was like, okay, this guy is a fraud. There's something sneaky about him. He doesn't have any powers. I don't know why I assumed that, but
Mm.
I just got that vibe from him. Like he's sneaky and he doesn't have any superpowers. But
Interesting.
yeah, I was wrong.
Oh, that's fair. Like
Yeah.
the reason why I have him here is because like his presence is very much felt throughout season 1. While he doesn't do much like directly, he is very much like involved with a lot of the Hero Association and its
Yeah,
dealings.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Again, he hinders people from going up ranks.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
and that's because
So,
of his ideas of how what a hero should be.
mm,
And if it doesn't
Yeah.
live up to his ideals of a hero, then he doesn't want them to be an S-class hero
yeah,
or a high-class hero, whatever you want to say.
Mm.
yeah,
Mhm. And I do find that interesting. Those I again we'll talk about this later, but the ideals of what is a hero, which
mm,
he very much is a big important part of that.
mm,
Mm.
But yeah, the character himself, it is kind of interesting that he is a hero who fights monsters, and at the same time he's an actor, he's a singer,
Mm.
and he's a model, I guess.
yeah,
And then he's also I was about to well not I was about to say politically active, but it's something like he has influence over the Hero Association. So in that way, he has kind of like political power in the Hero Association, if you wanna say that.
mm,
So he actually does do a lot of work,
mm,
Mm.
despite being an arrogant prick.
yeah. He's a very. It's good that we have a character that we like to hate
Oh yeah,
in the
definitely.
series.
Mm.
It's all it's always good to actually have characters. Again, even though they're heroes, it's good to have characters that doesn't fit that mold from the viewer's perspective. Because again, Moomin Rider, we would see him as a hero. Again, he is very honorable and he does all those things, but he lacks the classic powerful abilities that he will usually have in the superhero series.
Hmm.
But Sweet Masks has those power, but he doesn't fit the mold in being honorable and not doing this for his own greater goods and all that.
Yeah, I would argue that the show actually does a good job of giving different ideals of
Yeah,
what a hero is, and each of them are valid to a certain extent, because there are
yeah,
also valid points to make that Moomin Rider fails as a hero because he can't defeat the monsters.
mm,
He can't save the day. Then he's not a hero.
mm,
But anyway,
yeah,
that's for later.
yeah,
So, but yeah, that is a big part of Sweet Mask and what his character represents. And like I said, he will be very much important later on, where he actually gets to where we get to really see him fight. But that's for season two and
Mm.
three.
mm.
So
Yeah.
it's I have a it's annoying because I actually have a lot I would like to talk about him, but I can't because I know
You can't.
no.
No.
So maybe we should actually just move on to
Mm.
Speed of Sound Sonic.
Oh,
So
I really like his character.
he's a fun character.
Yeah. Also,
And
he just screams fucking Mall Ninja.
Mall Ninja.
Yeah, he screams Mall Ninja. He screams of that aesthetic that, oh, you can buy a ninja weapon, authentic ninja weapon. You know, the shurikens with a thousand more blades than it needs,
Oh
and
yeah,
they,
yeah.
you know, the
The fake
the
ninja weapons.
yeah, the fake ninja weapons. That's what I mean. He screams that aesthetic. And he um, he's probably a avid user of that aesthetic. I don't think he hides that. Oh yeah, again, you don't need to hide when your speed of sound Sonic.
No, no.
If you
Speed of
if
Mm.
Sound
you're
Sonic
just
isn't
if
afraid of anything.
yeah if you're just fast enough, it doesn't matter how stealthy you are or how good you are in hiding in shadows. Again, but yeah, yeah, it's good. And he's funny.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is. His fights with Saitama are some of the highlights of the humor of the show,
Mm,
I would say,
the fights, quote unquote.
quote unquote.
Yeah, quote unquote. That's we can basically say quote unquote on every fight with Saitama. The
It's
very one-sided arm wrestle. So
but
yeah,
yeah, it's kind of interesting with Speed of Sound Sonic that he is not a monster, but he's also not a hero. Like
no.
he's
No,
a
no, he's definitely not a hero.
no, definitely no, no.
He's maybe an anti-hero.
I would say
Mm.
not even because he never does anything that could like that's good for anyone in
No, no,
season
he
one.
didn't do anything in season one, but I'm getting the vibe that he could be like a
Oh yeah,
anti-hero.
I
Yeah.
guess he could go that route. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's the only thing he actually does is challenging Saitama.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Sea
Yeah.
King.
Oh, that's right. He stumbles across the Sea King, so he actually fights the Deep Sea King for a while. But
Huh.
that's only because of like they happened to run into each other. It's not because he sought him out, and that only because he was in
What?
prison, and then Pui Pui prisoner broke out, and he just followed along.
He's
Then he,
actually he's actually a bigger question mark than he is anything else. We don't know much about him.
well,
Hmm.
okay, I actually do know a lot about him
Yeah,
because I read the
you
manga,
know
but I
much
can't
more,
say
but
anything.
that's this fucking manga readers. Why do you have all the time? Well, um, but yeah, for me at least, he's a bigger question now that I think about it than anything
Hmm.
else because he's not as of his actions he doesn't try to save the day. He's he's not even a vigilante. He just runs around in his small ninja clothing and challenges great strong heroes. I guess.
No,
Hmm.
actually,
As a
Yeah.
the reason why he turned to Saitama is because Saitama is the first one to both defeat him and outpace him in speed. And before
mm,
that, he was like hired as a hired assassin by this rich
mm,
dude.
ah okay. So
So he's like a
he has
mercenary.
yeah he has something. He
Yeah.
does something. Oh, good.
Mm.
Well, yeah, he really likes his metal bands around arms and waist.
Yeah.
He
He's very mall ninja, I
Yeah.
guess.
And I don't get that costume, to be honest. I mean, if he has to be fast, it doesn't really make sense to have that much metal on you. But whatever.
No,
I
I
assume the metal can hide all his ninja weapons somehow.
Oh, as for the
mm,
weapons, yeah. But
Mm.
why do you need weapons on your knees?
To
okay,
hide
On
you
your
them.
need yeah,
shoulder?
if you're a ninja, you have weapons everywhere,
Yeah, I know, but it
everywhere.
just seems like too many places.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what to say other than he really rocks that that wish ninja look.
Mm.
Buying 500 very ornate ninja stars for $1. Kind of the aesthetic.
I really like his name, Speed of Sound Sonic.
Yeah, I
It,
know. I
it,
know. It's so simple. Like, so people understand what he does. Oh, he's the speed of sound. Oh, okay, I get it.
He's fast. You get it? He's
In case you
yeah.
didn't
fast.
notice it.
Yes, and the reason
Mm.
why this is fantastic is because it makes fun of like superhero names where like the Flash. Oh, he's a Flash. He's fast
Yeah,
because he's the
yeah, yeah.
Flash. Yeah, yeah. So Speed of Sound Sonic. They're just making fun of those kind of superhero names.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's true.
The name tells you exactly what he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, I think we are done with Sonic.
Mm.
Maybe if we
Hmm.
ever take season two of One Punch Man, we can talk more about him.
Mm.
So, what does a great intro bring to the fandom? This was yours, Vlad?
One punch! Oh
Jesus, gave me
god.
a shock, man.
Oh yeah. this intro. It's great, and it's actually I really think that a great intro song to any anime it really can bring a fandom together,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I
And
agree.
you agree, great, great. It would be problematic if you didn't.
Oh yeah, your take is terrible. Just why are you
Yeah,
even
no,
here?
it splits them fucking apart.
Who cares
Um,
about the intro? Like what? I'm kidding.
yeah, but yeah, I really like the feeling that a piece of media is can reach a fandom in in other ways than only its intended purpose. Because in the intro song, it's important for the hyping you up for what you are about to see.
Hmm.
But again, when you hear it's not a secret that I have heard to the One Punch Man song when I have went to work sometimes, and it literally got me hyped up to go to work
Yeah, I
sometimes.
mean, I agree. I mean, I was listening
Yeah,
to before this the podcast. It just hypes you up. It's a good.
yeah, it hypes you up, man. It's good.
Yeah. Personally, I think it's one of my favorite now. I mean, I really enjoy it.
Mm. I
It's
think,
just got like that heavy metal and that energy. Yeah, just
yeah,
it's really awesome.
yeah. I actually think I'm gonna listen to it right after we have done the episode.
Yeah,
This
same,
episode,
same.
yeah. But yeah, I really, where was I getting to? Yeah, what can it do? What can it do out of it? Its intended the purpose to hype you off for the anime. It. I remember once I was to a anime convention, and someone put on it wasn't a One Punch Man, it wasn't out yet, but it was another intro for another anime, probably
Mm.
some Naruto or something. But I just saw all these fans coming together and beginning to sing along, and I really feel like this song has again. I haven't seen it in person, but I have seen it online. That oh shit, this song is a banger, and it just brings people together around the music, something
Mm.
that is out of the intended purpose. Um, just for the just because it has all the people has this one thing in common, that they all like this anime, and they also all like this intro that symbolizes this anime. So yeah, it's I think it's great for fandom to be able to gather together around the media, um, in different aspects of the media. In this case, the music.
Mm.
And again, the visuals is always a factor in an anime, because it's a visual media. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some people really get hyped about talking about voice actors.
Mm.
Yeah,
Hmm. I have something I want to like to add to that actually. In
yeah,
that a great intro also gives a short piece of media that can represent this like the series in general. So
mm,
like if for
mm,
example if
Mm.
you're on YouTube and you want to like have one thing that just represents the show that you want to, I don't
mm,
know, express your uh, like your happiness about,
yeah,
or your joy about this show, then you find the opening and then you comment together with all the other people about there. So like it's the intro in that regard ends up representing the series as a whole,
mm-hmm,
which I think is really good. That like really each show has that. Usually each show has like that one intro that just really like represents the show
yeah,
that you always come back to.
mm,
Like good examples from other animes would be, for example, the first Pokemon opening, for example, is iconic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or if in One
Oh
Piece,
god
it's We
damn! I have
Are, and
if I haven't screeched that song in a bar a couple of times.
yeah,
The Pokemon opening, Jesus Christ,
a good
and
opening, a
probably
good opening
for
song, it
children.
brings people together. Right about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. Then we have, of course, like Dragon Ball Z, Rock the Dragon,
Ooh,
uh,
yeah.
Hmm.
Sailor Moon. She's the one called Sailor Moon, and
Mm-hmm.
so far, like good openings and iconic opening can do something special. And I do agree
Mm,
that I think One Punch Man is up there in
mm,
that it's
Yeah,
a really
definitely.
popular opening. That,
mm.
from what I heard, this is only something that someone mentioned to me. At one point, the opening was actually on Funimation's like YouTube channel,
Huh.
but I guess they lost the rights to it or something, and it was taken down. But before it was taken
Mm.
down, it had like 72 million views or something.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah,
I really think it can be a jumping point for many bands if they get their song as an intro to a very popular anime.
Hmm.
that's
I
actually a
really
question.
think that can.
Could you
Hmm?
guys like see you wanting to watch an anime based on just the opening?
Oh yeah, easily.
Hmm.
If it if it has a good opening, I can easily see myself watching it because again, as you said, it's a very shortened it's a very shortened way of representing an whole series. Um, so in that regard, if I like the intro, I will I will be 50% there, I guess, because it for the most parts it shows you the visual designs of the characters. It shows you the aesthetic of the show, and it will also show the tone of the anime for the most part. So yeah, I guess I would be far along on deciding if I will watch this show based on the opening. But from going to watching the intro once to actually wanting to have them in my earphones is a long way.
Oh yeah.
There is a there is a long checklist that needs to be made there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything to add,
If
Mikkel?
I don't have anything more to add. Do you have anything more to add, Nico?
No, I think we covered it.
Okay,
All
good.
right. So let's get to fights. This was yours,
Oh,
Yeah.
Mikkel.
that's mine. Okay.
Good.
Okay, it's not about the fight itself. It's more about the anime I want to talk about because there's like hundreds
Mm.
of ways to make fights in anime.
Mm. Yeah.
And I thought it was interesting to watch this because, I mean, it says that it's One Punch Man, so like you can't really do that much fighting. But I think that did it well with the build up, all the tension or stuff like that. They tried to punch him and he just ends it. It looks like badass. I think the way they animated, I really enjoyed it. It's not like really fast with the hands, like Hunter's hands just trying to hit this guy. No, it's just slow punches try to hit him and stuff in slow mo. And I,
Mm.
I kind of enjoyed that personally. But I'm
Mm.
I'm comparing it to like Dragon Ball, and it's just a completely different style.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Mm.
like I like the version of that kind of fights.
Mm. Good. I
Yeah.
really
But yeah,
like.
I'm not sure what to talk about. I mean, what do you guys think about like what's the best kind of anime fights? Is it
Ooh.
like the one who's just fighting like crazy, like really speeding up and blowing things up, or is it like this, like more slow, and a guy who just looks like a badass? I mean, what works? Yeah.
Okay. If
Such a
I
hard, but such a good question.
hmm.
I'll let you start, Mads.
Okay. As for me, I don't think there is one like way to make a fight that like is superior just in general. I like when there's different kinds of ways that you can show a fight, whether it's fast paced, high speed fighting, or whether it's more like slow paced, as you said. Whether it's one person dominating throughout the fight and then just the other person just happens to take the win at the end. Okay, I actually have one thing. I actually prefer the fight where it's uh, like more even throughout most of
Mm.
the fight, but then one person manages to win at the end. I'm not a big fan of the fight where we have one person that's dominating throughout the fight and then the good guy he
Mm,
just because of something then gets the finishing blow somehow.
mm. So you were not really a
And
fan of like the Sea King because he was like dominating everything.
no, I actually really liked the Sea King, but he wasn't really
Yeah, yeah,
dominating
same. I mean,
everyone. Not everyone, but he fights both Pui Pui Prisoner and also Genos and also for a little bit Sonic. But they actually managed to put up a fight against Sea King before Sea King wins.
mm.
Like they managed to get up some blows on him, so it wasn't a complete dominance throughout the fight.
Oh, okay. I'm only basing it on an anime, and he was like completely dominated. Like there was like nobody. Okay,
Mm.
okay, that's not true. I mean, he did get hurt, but he like generates so fast that it was like, yeah, there's no way
Mm.
he's gonna get beat like that.
Hmm.
Mm.
But I felt like the fight against the Sea King, they were close enough in strength that I still felt that it was like an actual fight.
Mm, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Compared to the aliens, yeah, that's true.
Mm. And I actually really liked the fight between the C class hero, no, not C class, the S class heroes and uh, the alien that what am I even gonna call it that the regenerating alien with the marbles thingy.
Mm.
I thought that was a cool
Ah,
fight.
that one.
Yeah, uh, because it was more about figuring out his weakness and then outlasting him
Mm, mm.
and of course the
Yeah, really.
Boros Saitama fight, amazing. But that's
Yeah.
not it wasn't so much a fight more than Boros just giving everything he has and it looking amazing while doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a fight as well. It's just a different type of fight. You know, it's
Yeah.
just like two guys just punching each other.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mm.
was more like strategy.
Mm.
And now I've talked a bit. Letty, you
Yeah.
want to go?
Yeah. I think the biggest difference between the fights in One Punch Man and many other battle anime, most of the time I see there being some tactics worked out before or right after the final blow has been dealt. Right now,
Mm.
I'm talking most about Naruto. You know that, oh, we can use this jutsu, and oh, you didn't see this trap, and
Yeah,
I
Mm-hmm.
used my demon eye Kagenkan something
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
to to mirror this jutsu, so you believed it was this, and all
yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah,
where One Punch Man is, well, if I punch him hard enough, he will die. And if he
yeah,
punch me hard and I don't die, I will punch him again and I will get
yeah,
another
yeah,
chance. And
yeah,
there is a quality in both. There is definitely a quality in both, because sometimes I don't want to play detective in every fight. Sometimes I just want to see some
see them fight.
fuck
Yeah.
yeah, see some fucking great animation, see some
Mm.
great fight choreography, and
Mm.
seeing a great studio flexing them animation muscles.
Mm.
Um, there is definitely a quality in that. Um, and definitely in One Punch Man, the big punchline in the joke is that Saitama is the strongest, and he is very frustrated by being the strongest and
Mm.
killing everything with one punch. So we can't end that too early, and season one is too early to actually end that joke. So we still need that joke to be running by him killing all in one punch. Um, so yeah, it's we don't have much of a struggle here in season one yet in regards to Saitama. So we need to get that from the other characters.
Mm.
But yeah, in at least in Saitama's fights, we get fucking great animation.
Yeah.
So yeah, oh god damn it, that slow rippling of supersonic sound Sonic's teabag right
Oh yeah, yeah,
when he
yeah,
lands on Saitama's fist. It's
yeah. It's so funny
oh
because when I saw it, it reminded me so much of Dragon Ball when Goku is fighting that ninja as well,
Oh
and like
yeah, when he
expect him to
also.
do like silly thing, like
Mm,
put a stick in his butt. It's like I don't know.
yeah.
It was just the vibe I got when they were fighting.
I mean,
Like he
One
was
Punch
gonna
Man
do
has
something
taken a
silly.
lot of inspiration from Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
mm.
I got that vibe. Yeah,
Mm.
that's my second question as well. When we
Yeah.
get to that.
It yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's again it's when I get when I see a One Punch Man episode, I don't expect it to be very on what is that it would be wrong to say of me well thought through because it is well thought through just
Mm,
in other aspects than strategy.
Mm.
Um, in other it is well thought through in story because who will get to fight this bad guy
mm,
before it's more a question who will get to fight this bad guy before Saitama gets to to him.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's the more interesting thing. That's from the viewer's perspective. That's the more interesting thing than actually seeing again. It is funny and cool to see Saitama fight, but it's not that's not where the tension lies.
Mhm.
mm,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will also say that the fights in One Punch Man also gives very much different things because the different like heroes and monsters have different gimmicks. So you also
Mm-hmm.
get different kind of fighters. Like we have of
Hmm.
course the fist fighters, like but even those like pure fist fighters, like Pui Pui Prisoner, for example, he has a gimmick to him that makes him quirky. And
Hmm.
then we of course have Genos who can with the Saba who have like lasers. We have Sonic who's a ninja gimmick. We have the samurai dude, and we also have the martial artist, and so forth. And we will
Hmm.
see lots more gimmicks in the future as well.
Hmm.
So the fights in One Punch Man also very much gives different kinds of fights depending on who's fighting,
Hmm. Hmm.
which I think it does a really good job of.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And all right, now we come to what is a true hero, and this is one of mine, and this kind I touched a little bit upon this before, where I would say one of the themes in One Punch Man is the concept of like what is a hero, what is a superhero, and of course there we have, as we talked before, Moomin Rider, right, refusing to
Hmm.
run away
mm,
from deep seeking and trying his best to save the people despite the odds being against him. And we have this wonderful quote from Saitama where he says, "If the heroes run away, who's left to help?" And this is something that Moomin Rider lives up to. He doesn't run away. He confronts deep seeking despite everything, despite not being strong enough.
mm,
And Saitama himself, he has also shown by his backstory that even if he would still be a hero and fight all these monsters, even if he wasn't that strong.
Hmm.
So he is a true hero in that regard, in that he will fight the bad guy regardless of how strong the bad guy is, or,
Hmm.
or regardless of the
Yeah.
consequences to himself. And he actually does end up getting consequences. And I think that the moment that really solidifies what kind of person or hero that Saitama is when he purposefully like gives the credit to the other heroes who were taken down by the Deep Sea King, and he actually ends up having all the other like citizens who saw him become angry at him, like as a faker or whatever, in order to not make the sacrifice that the heroes who actually try to buy time for him be in vain. Like
Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, that to me really shows what kind of hero and person Saitama is. And
Yeah,
yeah, you want to add
yeah.
something?
He's in that regard, you can say he's both a hero in ability and ideals.
Yes.
Where the Moomin Rider is a hero very much in ideals, but maybe not so much in ability.
Not to the point of fighting monsters on like tiger level and above.
Yeah.
And this is also where we talked about like this actually becomes a really big plot point in One Punch Man overall. Like the concept of like the hero association and the heroes being very corrupt, where many of them are more focused on like fame and glory and money than actually saving people. Where we see some of that when some of the C class and I think also a B class hero, they like complain to Saitama about taking the spotlight and all that and how dare you do that. And we also have that A rank hero Snake, I think it was called the Snake guy, who
Mhm.
mentioned that thing about rookie crushing, where all heroes will take out like newcomers who look like they will be like good heroes, so they can won't
Yeah.
take their spot in the spotlight.
Yes, but yeah.
hmm So we see how corrupt the hero association is, and all these heroes acting very much not like heroes.
Hmm.
And this is something that I've seen anime touch on more than once, where My Hero Academia also touched upon it, with like the hero killer Stain, and the concept
Hmm.
there of like a hero shouldn't be like a job and shouldn't get money and reward for it. And I think there we also see that Saitama really encapsulates that kind of hero, where he doesn't get any rewards for what he's doing, and he's not even seeking that reward, really.
Hmm.
So in that regard,
Mm.
Saitama is a true hero, as I would say. And then we also have Sweet Mask's version of what a true hero should be, where to him, a true hero should be someone who is absolutely perfect in everything, both like very charismatic, good looks, invincible in a fight, and will always save the day, no matter what. That is a
Hmm.
hero to Sweet Mask, and that's what the kind of hero that he's trying to be. And that's why he also there are several like lesser heroes which doesn't even come close to that image of a hero that he has. So he won't allow them to like reach S class. I've talked a lot. Do you guys have something to add?
Oh, you took all the words.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's basically told everything. I want to say it.
I'm sorry.
Nah,
Uh,
no, 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 no. It was a great spiel.
yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, you're right. um, yeah.
Yeah. So
Welcome to Mass's TED Talk.
essentially, this
What is a true hero?
yeah, it's just okay. Superheroes and the concept of a hero and the concept of a good person or a bad person is something that actually
Mm.
means a lot to me. So I put a lot of thought into this, and I
Yeah,
love.
yeah,
So, and I
that's
actually
good.
think anime and really Japanese like media in general are really good with the superhero genre. They get it
Mm.
much better than American
Yeah,
sometimes, honestly.
yeah. I feel that's because they really focus in on the ideal part, right?
Yeah,
Is it
that's
just
one
me?
thing. Like the hero is a good person who tries to do good, essentially. Like that is a hero
Mm,
to me.
mm,
A hero is not just go out fight the bad guy. There's
mm,
more to it than that. And the Japanese they get
mm,
that.
mm,
Like it's not just a Die Hard movie where whatever that actor's name is, he comes in and beats the bad guy. No, that's not. That's more to a superhero than that. That needs to be more for it to be a superhero.
mm.
Yeah, and I think One Punch Man encapsulates that really well.
Mhm.
So okay, I think I've talked enough. So
Yeah.
let's
I,
move on.
I-
So now it's
well,
your turn, Maddie, for this is benefits and
yeah.
bad in hard thread categories.
Hmm. So I really like this system, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel that, it's also limiting in some regard because it deletes a little bit of the mysticism around. Oh, there is this new threat. Everything needs to be assessed right when when it arrives, so it can fit into this world. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get
Mm.
it.
Hmm. So I really like the system, but I feel in the future it would be benefiting for and actually I think the system is actually a future tool they can use against itself. Because think of this, that they have this system, but there is this enemy that appears that is not categorized yet. We don't know how dangerous it is,
Mm.
and it can start out with that. Oh, it's probably just a wolf or something, but then it becomes a demon at any and every other what is that class? I don't know. What class would a demon be? It would be a C tier, B tier.
Oh, like demon. Oh, if we're talking about demon
Yeah.
monsters, then we would need A or S class against that.
Oh, already there. Yeah.
Yeah, like
So,
Deep Sea King was a demon class.
damn.
Was it? Oh, yeah,
Mm.
that's true.
Yeah, because there are
But yeah.
all there are differences between different like demon disaster levels and tiger disaster levels.
Mm.
Like there are like high class demon and then there are low class demon and so forth with all the others.
Mm. But yeah, it would be interesting to see this this threat assessment tool actually be used against the plot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Again, I came with that idea that something would be categorized wrongly, and all the A class heroes would be sent away to do something else, and it's only a some other heroes left in the locale to actually band together to try to defeat the demon, the demon tier threat or something. Again, I can see benefits and bads because it's also, I don't know, it's also a bit, I don't know, boring to already know how bad things are.
Mm.
But also again, that's the other side of the point. It can really get you hyped
Yeah.
again, because again, when you see the baddie and maybe some this banner dragon threat tier, also demon lord podcast something, again, and this banner with the orange dragon pops up in the corner. You know, anime thing with the name, all that jazz.
Mm.
It will get you hyped up. So it's both a tool for good, but it's also, I feel it can eliminate some plot progression or some ways to do some stuff with your plot. Some mysticism is a bit deleted by it, or is lost.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. I think I disagree just a little bit on
Good.
uh, on your problems with it, because this is just based on what I have seen the show use it, and I again, I am in the position that I have seen much more of the show than you guys, so I just don't
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
that it has been a problem in the show so far. To
yeah.
me,
Okay.
it has only used these disaster levels as a way to make the plot work better.
Good.
Yeah, and I also I'm actually not gonna say anything about what I was about to say because that comes to the next subject. So yeah, but I will say that I like these disaster levels, and I like
Mm.
how they're used in the show.
They just sound cool.
Oh, that they do.
Wolf, tiger, demon, dragon,
Yeah,
god. Was Lord Boros, was he a god?
No, he was Dragon Plus.
Threat to multiple cities. No, he was a dragon plus.
Hmm.
Okay. Weird. He wasn't a threat to humanity itself.
Apparently not.
Huh. Huh. Well, I will just be hyped when I see the god threat to being flashed. Then.
Well, I can tell you we've seen him in the manga, and ooh.
Ooh, cool.
Hmm.
So yeah.
You have anything you want to add, Mikkel?
I'm thinking, but I think we covered most of it. But
All right.
I kind of agree about the suspense, but at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, it gives suspense. This I don't know. It's like there's pros and cons to this system.
Mm.
Hmm. All right, then we'll move on, and I'm gonna talk about a little bit of the same actually here. Just gonna take in the class hero class system as well,
Mm.
Mm.
because I think the power scaling system that they use in One Punch Man is actually one of the best power scaling systems in all of anime. And
Be careful there.
Mm. It's a
I
hard
can
topic.
hear. Yeah, I can hear the pitchfork being sharpened.
listen, the
Is
best
that
thing,
the?
listen, one thing that an anime should never do, they should never put a numerical number on their characters about how strong they are, because
uh,
it ruins any kind of idea about this character fighting this character, and that's exciting. Which
hmm,
I know Dragon Ball was the one who came up with that, but the point that everyone misunderstands how it's used in Dragon Ball. The it was introduced in Dragon Ball to show how unreliable it is, but everyone kept on taking it as freaking facts. But okay, that's an entire different uh,
hmm,
rant. But okay, the anime that have used the power scaling system that had done it the worst is Dead Seven Deadly Sins, but that's entirely different story as well. But I think that the way that One Punch Man does it is really, 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 really good, because it's not based on like specific. This guy is this strong, but more it gives an idea of strength wise where this character is like this monster is among the demon class. Okay, then he's around here. He's not specifically here, but he's around here. And with the heroes, oh, he's in S class hero. Then he's around here. And then you can also see, oh, he's in the lower S class heroes. Okay, then this character is probably somewhere around here. The
hmm,
same thing with the monsters, where we can still have two demons where one is a lot stronger than the others, and that's because it's just a classification because based on how much of a threat they are, not how strong they are. So there can still be a big difference in strength between those two monsters, and in terms of fighting them can also be very different because one could be like a bigger threat in certain scenarios than others, even despite its ranking. And the same thing with heroes, where one hero
Mm.
who could like might normally be a B class hero might still be able to defeat a higher level monster threat, just uh, because the powers that the hero has, but also because of the powers that the monster has,
Mm.
as opposed to
But
doing
also
it.
the hero is it wrong to me to assess again again the hero's abilities is a big part of it, but it's also how popular they are or how
Mm.
hero like in their ideals they are because
It doesn't have anything to do with their ideals or hero like, but how much they work and also how popular they are. And then
how
there's
much they work,
yeah,
yeah.
and then there's
So
also the
a
yeah.
yep.
You
No,
wanna
no, you
okay. And then there's also the whole politics in it, because
yeah.
for example, the leader of the C class heroes, who will become an important character in season two, she's actually she's the number one B class hero, but she's actually in her terms of ability, she's actually high rank A class, but she keeps on being like the highest ranked B class hero in order to stop other heroes from reaching above her. And then what she does, she basically makes a group where she controls a bunch of B class heroes, like a superhero like Yakuza gang, which she uses to like again fight monsters as a group, which he has control over. And when it comes to Moomin Rider, the reason why he doesn't advance to the B class, even though he actually could, is because he believes that he's not good enough. So he's kind of stuck as the number one C class hero, which also means that no one else will reach that number one spot as C class hero. And with Sweet Mask, he keeps the number one A class hero spot because he doesn't want anyone who he doesn't believe is good enough to reach the S class hero. So the top three A class heroes are all strong enough to be S class, but they don't get there because Sweet Mask won't allow them,
Mm.
and so forth.
What is such a stupid
Yeah.
So there's just a lot to it.
mm.
And also, I think one thing that I always look on when I watch a show is how much sense does it make that this character struggles against this character based on what we saw of this character earlier. And this is
Mm.
something that's really hard for a lot of shows to get right, mostly because it can be hard to do that in a way that makes sense, especially with a really long series. But I think One Punch Man actually does a really good job of having control over its characters and how strong they are and what they should be able to fight and do based on what we saw them do earlier.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you basically covered everything, but let's talk a little about us, the corporate side of this system, because
Mm.
it's not only your action and how popular it is. You know, there are those guys who's owning the company.
Yeah,
They have a
the
final say as well.
the leaders of the Hero Association.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I feel like they actually have the final say. Even if you are strong, popular, and done a lot of hero things, they still have like the final say. And
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
sure if they're gonna cover that more in later season, if like they're gonna be like corrupted or something like that. I feel like they could be corrupted easily.
they are going to cover that. Again, that's going to be a big plot point. They are very corrupt.
Yeah, don't spoil it. Yeah, I assume that was gonna be something like that.
I don't really feel like that's a spoil. That should have been made clear by season one, honestly.
It would be interesting to see. It would be interesting to see that if if they actually are interesting from some heroes to actually be more in front than others. Like Sweet Masks, again, he is a model, he's a singer, he's a dancer, something.
Yeah.
Again, he's
It's a good
very out
brand.
there.
It's a good brand
Yeah,
for
he's a
them.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's a good brand. So they are interesting for. They are interested for him to actually be higher up ranked.
Mm.
Maybe for others. The other than others. So yeah, it would be interesting to see that side too in the next season. Yeah.
Mm. I mean, to me, it's clear that they didn't give a damn about Saitama, or else they wouldn't have given him a name like Caped Baldy. Like, that's the kind
Yep.
of name you expect. Oh, he'll stay in C class forever and no one will care about him. As opposed to Demon Cyborg. Like, you expect that name that's gonna be someone tough, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think we're done here.
Yep.
So, oh, this is a US mail.
Oh yeah. Let's not try and talk too much about this. But when I was done with this season, I was just doing like a Google search, like who can he beat, and I was like Gogo's like the first name as a Go from Dragon Ball was the first name popping up. And then I just went down that rabbit hole, just
Oh
see what the
no.
fan base said and all that sort of thing. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. People have
Oh,
strong opinions about these two fighting each other,
I know.
like who can beat who. So I thought it could be
so
interesting to actually talk about
ridiculous.
what our opinion is. Who could
It's
beat who?
just so ridiculous.
It is, I know, but it's kind of funny as well
Yeah, that's funny. That's why. I, I
because I mean, I was like, there's no way Goku can beat this guy because he can like destroy planets, he can fly, and he can do everything. But at the same time, as I mean, he's One Punch Man. I mean, you can just punch him, and then it's basically over. So I was like, who? I actually don't know who can beat who, to be honest.
then again, Goku can come back with the Dragon Balls. Or
Yeah,
it's just it's that again. It's the question of okay, when the spear meets the immovable object, it's just well, nothing happens.
yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's yeah. I think the question is more actually more representative of the anime fandom than it is a question who is stronger than the others, because I think really the anime fans are obsessed with knowing who is the strongest character.
yeah. But I just find it hilarious. It's just, I mean, it's so
Mm.
silly,
Wait
and
a
you're never
second.
you're never gonna notice that because there's never gonna be like crossover or anything. So they
Has
will never know.
Screwtech actually made a death battle between these two masks? Do you know that?
They have not.
They have not.
No, they've made a Popeye versus Saitama.
Uh, who won that one? Do you know that?
Popeye actually won.
Actually, did Popeye win that one? Oh no! But
Yeah.
yeah, that's oh god, Goku versus Saitama. It's I almost want to print this out and just hang it out in my bathroom just to have something to laugh about every morning. It is such a ridiculous question.
It's one of those things that don't talk about it. Don't think
Don't
about
talk
it. Don't.
Yeah, I mean,
It,
when I wrote it down, I was like, yeah, is that a good question or a bad question? I was like,
no,
it's
it's
probably
actually
gonna
a
mess
very
things up.
great question.
it made me laugh. I'll
It's
tell you that
it's a
much.
very good question without any definite answers. I
Yeah,
think
yeah, there's
actually
no
that
answer.
no, that's no real
It's
answer.
just, it's just, it's just throw mud at each other. That's the plan.
Yeah. Oh, guys, what would actually be good? It would be great if both of the creators of these two shows actually said who would win or know what or say what would happen, just
Yeah,
to actually make a big punctuation. This would happen. Stop arguing.
They would never do that.
Then the internet broke.
Oh. Yeah, yes, bro.
The thing is,
The
I don't
world
think
imploded.
this is one of those things where the fans care more than the creators.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
The creators would
exactly.
be looking at you weird and like, that's a dumb question. Next.
Yeah,
That's the reaction
and
you would
that's
get.
true. That's true. But it's always like that. It's always the fan that go crazy, and the
Yeah,
creators like, I don't know. I write it in there. I don't know. I don't care. It's like,
yeah. The
who gives
fans.
a shit? I just write it.
Yeah. Like, oh, I did create that character, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah. Oh god damn it.
I mean, it's funny.
Toyama. Fuck.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like the fans, definitely with Dragon Ball, where they would be the fans who like come up with some sort of feat from Goku and ask, could Saitama survive this? And Akira Toriyama would be like, huh, could he do that? When did I write that again? Or when did he do that?
Yeah. When did he get this power up?
Like, yeah, but like, okay, if I'm gonna give my take on this
Oh,
question,
are you actually going to try?
like,
Damn.
okay, listen. Based on all of the feats of what both characters can do that we have seen, it have reached the realm of dumb, where
Hmm.
both have like feats of universe destroying punches and
Hmm.
speed that go beyond the concept of time. So
Hmm.
like trying to put that against each other is kind of silly.
What one thing can Goku breathe in space?
As of the current
No,
canon, yes.
no, he
Well,
can't. Can he?
Well, he
can
I don't
can
think he
now.
can.
yeah. Well,
The only thing he can do is flying. I think that's the only benefit he got.
You haven't been
But if
watching
you
your
take that
super,
away,
dude.
because we
huh?
know Saitama can't breathe in space. He struggled when he got to the moon.
Yeah,
Eh,
exactly.
that's kind of an
Eh?
look.
Well, it's not an interesting ending, but I guess that would be it. If Goku needed to, if they had to fight, Goku needed to destroy the planet they were on, and no oxygen. I guess.
No, then Saitama could make it work by just farting.
Ah, god damn it.
Like he farts himself from Saturn to Earth in like 2 seconds in the manga.
Ah, of course. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and thanks to the God aura that Goku has gotten from Super Saiyan God transformation, he can now essentially be in space.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah, okay,
th-
yeah, okay. When
th-
I wrote the question, I didn't think about Dragon Ball Super. I was thinking about only Dragon Ball Z and the
Oh, you're
original.
only going to Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I
That's
skip
cheap,
Super, but
dude.
I don't like that much Super version. But that's a different topic.
Okay, so it's
yeah.
C
Let's not even
Goku
open that back.
versus
Let's
Saitama.
not even open that back.
I didn't say I didn't like it. It's fine. It's fine. But Dragon Ball Z is my Dragon Ball.
Mm.
That's fair.
Yeah. Cool.
By the way, you wrote Dragon Ball wrong on Twitter. I'm just saying
Oh
Dragon Ball
god.
is in 2 words.
Oh god.
Oof.
Oof. Oh
Damn.
no.
Hey, I won't stand for this Dragon Ball not getting it right. Nurse here. We have
I wrote it
standards here.
really. I think I wrote it really early in the morning. It's not my fault.
Fair, fair.
I didn't have my
Blame the
coffee yet.
time.
Oh yeah, are we done here?
I
Yeah,
think we're done.
yeah. Let's.
Okay. Okay. Now it's time for next time.
Okay.
Spin the wheel.
I will.
Spin the wheel.
Will Miguel.
Miguel,
What?
you
No,
again?
me again.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So what you got for us?
We will watch One Punch Man season 2.
But
No. I'm kidding.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
okay.
Um, I was thinking about this one is a popular anime as well, but it's like more a sci-fi, and it's one more I haven't watched.
Okay.
It's called Cowboy. I think it's Cowboy Bebop. Is that what it's called?
Yes. Fuck
I don't know if
yes!
I pronounced it right.
You pronounced it fine.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's good.
Oh God, I
Oh,
finally
that's
get to. You got me,
you
Mikkel.
finally get to watch it.
Yes,
Oh,
I have not
Mikkel,
watched Cowboy Bebop, so
mwah. Oh, Mikkel, have you watched? Have any of you watched it yet?
No, no, I never watched it. I mean, the
Oh,
one I
it's like
suggest is the one I never watched that I want to
oof,
watch.
it's anime.
It's like
It's
an excuse.
anime's answer to fine wine.
mm,
Yeah,
It's very very great aged whiskey.
guys,
yeah,
It has a taste. You just need to get into it, and the more you drink of it, you will get it slowly. It is
yeah,
slow. It is slow, but
yeah.
good
When I watched
choice.
the anime, all the pictures, but it got like that early 90, I don't know,
Yes.
late 90 anime vibe. Is amazing. I like that.
Yeah, and the story is it's good. Yeah, it's good. I'm happy. I'm a very happy man. And Matt, you finally get to watch Cowboy Bebop.
you finally got me, Vlad. There's one thing I want to bring up. I can see that it's actually 26 episodes.
Oh, it is. Oh shit! I thought it was. Hold on.
That's why I haven't chosen it.
Ah, okay, okay, wait. I thought it was 14. Hold on.
But
Yeah, it's
wait,
definitely too long.
we can just watch the first 12 episodes.
Does that work? It won't ruin the flow
I
or
If it's
anything.
don't know at all.
So we're just going to give it a shot in the dark.
But we can keep the watchers in suspense because we're gonna go on Christmas holiday anyway.
That is true.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
So we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning by. This has been the Anime Mountains of the Apocalypse. We have talked about One Punch Man, and we'll see you in 2024. Actually, whoa. So yeah, uh, bye bye.
Bye.
bye.